PEZ collectors, I'm Erin, and since Easter is this Sunday, I'm putting out the video today. It is Saturday, the day before Easter, just so you have a little bit more time to enjoy it, because this video is all about lambs. I think most of them I'm going to show you are Easter lambs. There's a couple that are not, I think, technically Easter lambs, but they're all Lamb PEZ dispensers. So I thought this would be a really fun video to show you around Easter time. And as always, I have a lot of variations of lambs. I have them on cards and packages and loose. So this is going to be a really long video. Hopefully you love lambs as much as I do. Just want to say this up front real quick in case you're new to PEZ collecting. This is a Lamb A. So there's Lamb A, B, C, D, and that's how the PEZ community differentiates the different variations of the heads of the lambs. It'll make sense, I think, once I get started here. So this is Lamb A. So here you go. Here's a Lamb A PEZ dispenser. And isn't this one really cute? It has a little lamb nose, and I think that's what makes it extra cute. This probably is my most favorite lamb dispenser out of all the lambs I have sitting in front of me, and there's a lot of them. This one's just really cute. I am going to point out that most of these older vintage Lamb PEZ dispensers, this one was released back in 1976. Their heads are more yellow. In the price guide, you'll see that there are ivory color heads and then there are white colored heads. I'm always kind of skeptical of white PEZ dispensers, especially the heads, because I noticed that they do yellow over the years, but these do look like they might have started out more ivory than white. I would say this one has an ivory head and then a light pink stem. Check out the sleeve combination in this, I love it. It has a really nice pink colored sleeve. I like it a lot. You can check out the back of the Lamb A there. I always like to show the head color and then the sleeve color and then the stem color all together. I think that's a really nice shot. So here you go, here's a Lamb A PEZ dispenser, and check out the paint on the face there. It looks like it was painted with the paintbrush versus like stamped on with a machine or something, like this one looks like. That is one of the characteristics I really like about these older Lamb PEZ dispensers, is that none of them are 100% the same. So they all kind of have their like little quirks and cuteness to them. And this one looks like it's even missing part of the mouth. The mouth probably just rubbed off over the years of, you know, being played with by a kid, or I don't know, sitting in a drawer or whatever. But this one also is really nice. It has a white sleeve there. Check out the candy pusher there. It's a nice red color. It's a really nice color combination. And you'll notice that the stem here on this one is a lot darker pink than this first Lamb A. So these are both Lamb A's because they have the exact same head style. Take a closer look here. On the left, you'll see the Lamb A with the nose painted on. And then on the right here, you'll see the Lamb A sans nose. And I say sans nose, that means no nose. Also, the one on the right here has a more white colored face. The one on the left has more of an ivory color face, which is really neat. Now, if you've been following along with videos on my channel, about a week ago or so, just very recently, I opened up a box of a bunch of no-foot vintage PEZ dispensers that were still all in their packages, and this was one of them that was in that box. I guess lucky timing for this one, because here's another Lamb A that came in the package. This is a poly bag, or you can just call it a package, either one. Take a closer look there at the Lamb A PEZ dispenser in the package. Look at that, it's been in this package this whole time, since 1976 or around there, and see how the mouth is not even painted on there straight? And the eyes are a lot lighter blue color. In these older vintage PEZ, with being hand painted, I think you're going to see a lot of different paint color variations. Like I said before, just the way it's painted on is not always going to be exact because there's so many people making these, and they're probably just like dot dot, you know, like making them really fast just to get them off the assembly line. None of these are going to be exact, but I think that's what makes them special. I just want to point out again that this one that's still in the package does have a more ivory color head than the second Lamb A PEZ dispenser that I showed you. That one has a more white head, and like I pointed out, the eyes are a lot more blue in the one that's in the bag. And next up, here's another Lamb A PEZ dispenser, but this time you'll notice that there's feet on there. Take a closer look there at the Lamb A PEZ dispenser, and this one has feet, and look how thin the feet are. So back in 1987, that's when PEZ in the USA started putting feet on the bottom of their PEZ dispensers, and it's supposed to help them not fall over. And as I say that, I kind of hesitated because it is really wobbly, and I was like, oh no, it's gonna fall over. It still doesn't seem very stable. Not as stable as like these newer ones, which I'll get to here soon. I started making them with feet, And at first they started off with thin feet, and then I think they had a lot of issues with importing the PEZ. I mean, this one came all the way from Yugoslavia, and it was probably shipped to, Orange, Connecticut to be packaged. I always hear stories where they made the feet thicker because they would arrive in the United States and they would all be broken, or just from, people using them, I could see that it would break very easy. And I have seen a lot of thin feet PEZ dispensers, like if you're looking on eBay to buy them or something, if you don't look too close, you'll notice that they've been broken off. So that is a pretty common occurrence. So keep that in mind when you are shopping for PEZ dispensers with thin feet. Again, it does have the same head mold as the Lamb A with no feet. It just has the feet now. And this one seems to have a really ivory color head as well. And then the red candy pusher in there. And then notice how the stem is purple. Or I guess it could be a lavender, but it goes from a pink color to a lavender color. And I have seen a lot of these older Lamb dispensers, and the pinks and the purples kind of vary. So you might see a little bit different color in those as well. So if you do like stem variations, that is something else you can look forward to. But I guess just beware that they didn't just fade in the sun. I guess it doesn't matter to you. It doesn't matter. You still might like the different colors. It's also interesting to me, again, that this Lamb A, it has a painted on face as well, but it does have feet. So this might have been more of a transitional piece between, when PEZ was going from no feet to feet. Maybe they just used the same heads, or, the same process for the heads. They just added feet to it. And here you go. Here's another Lamb A PEZ dispenser. And I just wanted to show you this because look at those lips, or that mouth. It's super thick painted on. It's just so different. This one also has thin feet. It's on a 3.9 US patent stem from Yugoslavia. So these were both made by the same factory, but just the paint job is so different. And I have a lot of these. So here's another Lamb A PEZ dispenser, and check out how the face finally looks like it's printed on. It's not hand painted. See how different it looks? After I line this up, I'll take a B-roll of them so you can compare them all. And here's another Lamb A PEZ dispenser, and this one, it finally has the thicker feet that I was talking about. In my collection I also have this Lamb A PEZ dispenser, and I just wanted to show you this just so you can see the different variations of the head color alone. Looking here, even the stem color looks a little different. Also, the head color looks a lot different as well. I mean, look how much darker this one's head is compared to this one. Next up, here's a Lamb B PEZ dispenser. And this is the next one in the variations. And I'm not 100% sure why people call this the Lamb B, because it looks a lot like the Lamb A head mold. It's just newer. This one was released in 1999. And you'll also notice that there's little pupils printed in the eyes. And you can also tell that this PEZ is printed on with the machine for sure. Like, you can tell it's not hand painted anymore. The coloring of the head is more white, so that's different, I guess. This Lamb B PEZ dispenser also comes with a crystal head, and I'll put a picture here on the screen of it. I don't actually have that in my collection, but now I kind of want it after I'm already acquiring like all the other Lamb PEZ variations, and there's only a couple that I don't have, and that's one of them. And I think that's usually because whenever I see it for sale, or when it was for sale in the first place, you had to buy the whole Easter set of crystals, so I never bought it. Now they're a little bit harder to find, so I just haven't added it to my collection, but maybe I will one day. I was going to show this later on in the video, but I decided to show it with the Lamb B PEZ dispenser. Here you go. Here's a party favor Lamb B PEZ dispenser, and this doesn't actually dispense PEZ with the sleeve, like, pop out the head. You put the PEZ in here. So I do have some PEZ here I can pop in and show you. You just pop back the head here like that. You just lay the PEZ in there. They don't even go in there, right? They kind of just stack in there. So then you can just put it down, and then you're like, oh, I want some PEZ. And then you have to pop it open, and and hopefully they come out. It's kind of a weird design because it doesn't pull open like a regular dispenser, so you can insert the candy, but it is super cute. Here's a picture of the pack of these. So it came in a 4-pack, and they're called Party Favors, and this is the Animal series, so I just had to add this to the Lamb video. Look at the stem color variation on this. It's not even the same purple. It's a little bit more of a bright purple. It also has really big feet for such a small dispenser. It's cute. So this Lamb B PEZ dispenser was released in 1999. We're gonna move up to 2004. That's a few years later. And that's when we get a drastic change to the Lamb C PEZ dispenser. Check this one out. It has a white head and it's on a nice light blue colored stem. And of course the lamb has a nice little pink bow in its hair. It's kind of cute, but it's also kind of funny looking, I think. I kind of question PEZ's designs in the 2000s with their Easter PEZ. So I do happen to have this Lamb C PEZ dispenser on a card. The card's really nice. I like the graphics on it. Usually the graphics on the cards are drawn, and this one looks more photorealistic, like they photoshopped some graphics together and they made the card design, which I think makes it kind of unique. Here's the back of the card in case you're wondering. There's not much going on there. And of course they don't tell you what's in the series, so you just kind of have to guess. Also, I have this other Lamb C PEZ dispenser on the card, and I noticed, look at the bottom there with the bubble. This one has like a thing that comes out and it holds the PEZ up when you put it. Oh, I should have brought one up in the display so it sits like, you know, like one after another, like in the box displays. This one, it doesn't have it at all. That'll show it. So I'm not sure what year they started making these with the giant bubble on the bottom. These make it harder for you to put them into, like I said, like the box, to stack them together. That's like how I like to keep a lot of my carded PEZ. So if you do know the years that they made these flat ones versus these bubble ones, let me know, because I'm really interested to find out. I try to look up stuff like this, but it's really hard to find like just these little changes in packages for PEZ. Not that I would probably seek out these variations to collect, but when I have them in my collection just from collecting for so long, I think it's really neat. Moving right along to 2008, this Lamb D PEZ dispenser was released. It looks really close to the Lamb C PEZ dispenser. It's just a lot cuter. I like to think that someone in the design department was like, I can do better than Lamb C. Plus, this Lamb C is super heavy. Its head is a lot bigger than the Lamb D, and Lamb D is just so much cuter. I'm really glad that they replaced this one. This Lamb D PEZ dispenser has a white head and a nice light blue stem. Here's a side-by-side comparison of Lamb C and Lamb D. See how they are really similar? For some reason, Lamb D is just a lot cuter. And then in 2010, this Lamb D PEZ dispenser was released, and it looks to be the exact same as the light blue stem. It's just this one is on a fuchsia colored stem. This Lamb D PEZ dispenser has a white head, and then it's on a fuchsia colored stem. I also have this Lamb D PEZ dispenser on a card. Those graphics are really cute. I really love them. And here we go. Here's the Lamb D PEZ dispenser on the fuchsia stem on a card. This is a different card. I don't know if you've been collecting PEZ that long, but Target used to have these 2 times the candy packs cards. You can only get them at Target. See how there's 6 packs of candy in there? So these would cost a little more, but they were only sold at Target. It says Target Value Pack. So during the holidays, I'm not really sure what years these were made, but this was released in 2010, so it had to been, you know, in that time frame. But there's a lot of the holiday ones that came with 2 times the candy packs. So every holiday, I'd have to go to Target and get the 2 times the candy pack version, and then go to a different store and find the regular card. I don't have it, I guess, in this one, so maybe I just missed out that year, or maybe I ended up opening it, because a lot of times I think I would end up just keeping the 2 times the candy pack one, because these holiday ones, I mean, they're probably never going to be worth too much, at least not for, you know, 20 or 30 years or whatever, if I'm still even collecting PEZ by then. I forgot to show you the 2008 Lamb D PEZ dispenser on the light blue stem, and this one comes on the Hippity Hoppity card, which is really nice. Slacking here today. I had these carded ones set off to the side, so that's why I forgot to show you these in order. Here's a Lamb C PEZ dispenser from 2004 on the card, and just look how old those graphics look, just from 2004. But I think they are really cute and I like them. I like them a lot better than the PEZ dispenser. And wait, is this the same year that the Egg Baby was released? Oh my gosh. This is bringing back more memories now. It's like the Egg Baby and the chicken egg and this weird pink bunny, and then also this lamb. It's just a really weird design for PEZ dispensers, especially for kids. I mean, what kid is gonna want this creepy egg baby in their Easter basket? What parent is gonna buy it for them? So moving on to 2017, and that's when the Lamb E PEZ dispenser was released. And this one has a mostly white, fluffy head. And then the stem is a nice light purple color, maybe a lavender. It's just really cute. I think PEZ is finally like, we need to make that lamb even cuter. I like it when the heads are not so giant. It seems like sometimes they just get too big and they get really heavy too. Now this one does have a couple different color variations. In 2019, I don't actually have it here in my collection, but I did go on eBay and buy it. So it'll probably be here next week, but that's a little too late for Easter. This one also comes on a stem that's a light blue. It has a purple scarf, and then it also has purple eyes. And here's a picture of it here on the screen so you can get a better look at it. I'll hold it up here side by side. That same color combination also came in this little mini stem. And here I'll tilt it down there a little bit so you can see that it has the light blue stem and then the purple scarf and the purple eyes. I do have 3 of these, so I'm going to open one up. But I just wanted to show you the little mini egg before I do. These mini eggs are really nice. They look really good displayed on PEZ shelves too. At least I think so. There you go. Before I take it out of there, it like sits in this little slot so you can just slide it in. It's pretty neat design. And then it comes with 2 packs of candy as well. I'm surprised I never opened it. This is the exact same color as the one I don't have in my collection. Just take this variation and pretend this one's tall. And there you go. That's both of them there. If that's not enough Lamb EZ for you, PEZ International also released this one. In 2021, they released this Lamb E PEZ dispenser. And see how it's on a nice yellow stem, and the little scarf is blue, and then its eyes are blue as well. This one just looks really springy. I like it, especially sitting next to these other ones. I also have this Lamb E PEZ dispenser on a card, and again, you'll see there it says 2 times the candy. This one doesn't actually say a Target value pack, but it's definitely from Target. I can't remember if all these 2 times the candies always said Target, but I'm pretty sure they were only available at Target. Ah, and then check this out. This is cool. On the back here it says, come visit us in person, the PEZ Visitor Center. I love it when they put little stuff on the cards or in graphics that kind of tell you the timeline of what's going on during that time, so when you look back at it, it's really nice. I don't have this one on a regular card without the 2 times the candy packs. I also wanted to point out that PEZ International also has a little egg like this with this lamb in it, but the graphics are different, and here's a picture here on the screen so you can take a look at it. It's more yellow, and then it has the mascot as a bunny, which is actually really cute. There's only a couple more of these Lamb PEZ dispensers left. Moving back to 2020, we went up 1 year for the last Lamb, but this is a Lamb F PEZ dispenser, and this is a little chunky boy. I love it. It just looks really cute, I think, and this is a full body. So from this one before, all the lambs were just heads, and then finally they're like, let's put some arms and some legs on here, which I'm not gonna argue is pretty cute. And it kind of just fits there perfectly as well. Also in 2020, this lamb dispenser from PEZ International, they put out a mini lamb, and it comes in one of the eggs. Just like this egg, you would get the little mini lamb in there. But as far as I could tell, it looks like the exact same color of this dispenser. It's just on a mini stem, and I need to buy that one. I didn't even know that one existed, and so I started looking these up on eBay and stuff and researching these lambs, and I found it. It's just really hard for PEZ collectors in the US to get the PEZ International ones. You either have to spend, way more than what it's worth, or, what PEZ International sells it for just to get it here, and then you gotta pay for shipping, which adds up really fast, so you kind of gotta pick and choose what PEZ dispensers you want to add to your collection. Because sometimes I'd rather just buy a vintage or a more rare PEZ dispenser than, spend my money on some of these PEZ International ones. But that's really up to you and how you like to collect PEZ. Really how much you have to spend on your PEZ collection as well. I kept this Lamb Egg PEZ dispenser for almost last, just because I did just show it in my Egg PEZ video, the one that was 10 years of Egg PEZ. I'll link down below in case you did miss it. But this Lamb PEZ dispenser should be fresh in your mind. It was released in 2017. The egg color is a nice lavender, and then the stem color is a really nice darker yellow. I really like the color combination, and then printed on the egg is a nice little lamb. Also, I wanted to show this. This is a Lamb PEZ dispenser. I mean, it's not actually a full PEZ dispenser, it's one of the keychains. So here you go, here's a Lamb Keychain PEZ dispenser, I'll call it. And this is from 2005, and it's from the Barnyard Babies Plush series. I guess I could put a picture here on the screen of the other PEZ that come in that series. There's a pig, a duck, a lamb, a donkey, and a cow. So these are kind of fun. I do really like these plush ones. I think they're really cute. I really like the boxes that these come displayed in as well, because you can just set them out, or I hang them on my PEZ rack down in my PEZ area, so I think they look really nice displayed. Or you can display them really easily, I should say. Hopefully you're not bored of Lamb PEZ dispensers by now, but there's also Lamb MMMs, and they're Merry Music Makers. That's what MMM stands for. Those are the ones with the little whistles on the back, Let me show you one of them. I don't have the lamb, but I have other M&Ms to show you, and you've seen these in my videos before. There's a little whistle on the back, so just pretend this is a lamb. And here's a picture on the screen of these two Lamb PEZ dispensers, which I do not have in my collection. And they are pretty cute, so maybe I will have to add them to my collection someday. Maybe I'll find them at the Michigan PEZ convention when I go there in June. But these Lamb Merry Music Makers, they were made in 1980. You'll see that it has like an ivory color head, and then it's on a fuchsia stem. And the eyes are just like little black dots, which I point out the eye colors because there's also the same Lamb M&M PEZ, and it comes on this nice blue colored stem, and it has a white colored head, and the eyes are blue, so that's a difference. So if you want to add all the lambs, you're going to need to add those Lamb M&Ms. It's like Mom or Merry Music Maker. Maybe someday I'll have them for my collection. Oh my gosh, that was so many lambs. When I first started making the notes and going through all my lambs in my collection, I started to get overwhelmed, so I have been working on this video for maybe a week or more, just trying to gather all these lambs. And so if you're thinking to yourself, wow, Erin's been working on that video all week, what else has she been up to? Well, you can follow me on TikTok and Instagram to see more of what I'm up to with my PEZ collection during the week. I'm Erin Collects PEZ on both of those. And if you're new to this channel, and if you want to learn more about collecting PEZ, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you did enjoy the video today, just hit that thumbs up button. And hopefully everybody has a nice happy Easter. As always, thanks for watching. Bye!
I write to you in poetry with words left on the shelf, full of dust, you'll know